Hello everybody, and welcome back. Today I wanted to give flowers to a game that released a couple of weeks ago that I've been pouring a lot of time into called Arknights Endfield. Now this game is an action RPG and also free to play, something in the same vein as Wuthering Waves, and if you know me and this channel well, we like Wuthering Waves up in here. So, without giving away a lot of the story, like I said, it's an action RPG, but it works differently. You work in a team, which I love that. It gives Tales of series vibes because while Wuthering Waves is amazing, it's a lot of fun, expansive story, large landscape, the whole nine. I think what it misses is the fact that your teammates don't fight side by side, you fight singularly, which, yes, brings apart its own strategy and this, that, and the third. However, you would like to see your teammates actually engaging in the battle with you. And Arknights does this, or I guess we could just call it Enfield. Enfield does this, and it does it really fluidly. Like, I haven't noticed any major mishaps. I haven't noticed anything wonky with it. Everything works well. You can cleanly switch through operators during battle, and you can play as one player and engage each skill from other teammates, and you can engage their ultimates, meaning you don't have to switch characters to do their skills. And another thing that I really like is when you're battling, you also have like secondary attacks, so you may do a combo string and that leads into, you know, a secondary string, an additional attack, and then that can lead to another additional attack, and you can just chain together so many attacks just on a special move, a combo finisher, or even an ultimate, and I really love that. So right from the rip, as soon as you start the game up, you choose your character, and before you go about naming or anything, you go through this whole tutorial section, which is pretty neat because the way it's framed is that it's a facet of the past or an idea of the future to come, and it depends on what happens next. Like, it could be a reality that has been shifted, or it could be the reality that you're on your way to face, and that idea alone is so wild, and the fact that they're able to pull it off with subtle nuances so far in the story, which, like I said, I don't want to get too far into. I really want to leave a lot of the story not ambiguous, but just up in the air. But this gives you an idea of what's to come. Like, you're building stuff, you're working as far as comboing with your teammates, you're working at landscaping and, like, you know, how to go about traversing different areas and things like that, maybe checking out the whole map rather than just walking the straight line. They really give you a lot to do in just this first little section of the tutorial. Even a full scale, full crazy boss battle that you have to commence into in order to quote unquote wake up, because at this point in time, you as the end administrator, not the administrator, the end administrator, who is like in charge of Enfield entirely, is in a coma, and this coma has been regulated as 10 days to 10 years, which brings more to that shifting of time. It's crazy. It's really good, and I haven't fully figured it out, but I'm working towards it. Now, one thing, it is obviously a gacha game because it is free to play, which means you have to shuffle for your characters, but they have very specific character shuffles and weapon shuffles, which makes it very nice. And you can also play as a panda named Depan. Depan. It's just Depan, but panda. With each character that you unlock, you have a whole skill tree that you can work through and work towards, and also having a combat tree to work towards. And the more that you pull the same character, the more that you can fully max them out and kit them out, as well as getting rewards for every first, third, and fifth time that you rank them up, being different portraits, maybe a little bit of the character story along with it, You get an idea of who they are. You get stat boosts and unique boosts according to the character. Like if they have combust, maybe you'll get an extra stat to your burn damage, or maybe you'll have the duration last a second or two longer than normal, which doesn't sound like much, but if you really spend all of your points into maxing out your combust skill, then you could really make that a very dangerous thing. Same thing with like cryo damage and corrosion damage, which are all up in the game. They have very, very differing elements such as that, and it is a lot of fun to toy around with each character. And also another element that I enjoy is getting the gathering aspect going. So you mine for ores, you can gather plants, you can just explore and freely roam around, and the more ore that you have, you can start to actually beef up your system, because the idea is you want to help this planet that you're on. You're not on Earth. It's called Talos 2. It's like the second moon. And what you're doing is making it more inhabitable for everybody there. So that's kind of Enfield's mission, as well as, what our purpose is. So, as that's our duty to take on, we place a lot of relay stations and things to give power to the whole area, so that this way, us being the character that's like the developer of all this technology, can take form into it as our memories start to flood in, and we create more memories as we play the game. So we remember certain things about how to create certain machines or whatever, and you can place them out, like automatic mining, or you can have a portable stash, or there's electric pylons, or anything that you could think of, zip lines. It's crazy how much building there is in this game, actually, because I wasn't expecting it. I knew in the tutorial that there was going to be, because you were building turrets and all that, but I was not expecting it to be also world building as well, being like quality of life resources and things that could help you progress, not just with attacking or defending, but also just quality of life things that maybe you don't want to go around mining ore all day. So why not make a machine that does it for you and automatically transports said goods to your facility? That's great. That's awesome. Then all you have to do is just take the time to make sure that the machines don't need repaired, that they're not being attacked, and that everything is running smooth. And then once you're good on that, you're golden, because you can repair them. And also you can craft your own gear. You can do a bunch of different things that just help you in general with your defense, offense, and utility, because you'll have these little plugins, like nodes almost, that will help your weapons too. It's crazy. This game is really good, and it's something that is an investment almost, because, and I don't mean financially, I don't mean like, oh, you're gonna have to buy so much stuff. What I mean is you're gonna have to invest a lot of time into playing this. Like, yes, you can pick up and play, and you can just explore the world, because it is a gorgeous world. Like it is, these free-to-play adventure games have just really stepped up their game on how overworlds should be, and I am not going to deny that or sit here and act like that's not the case. But anyway, like if you wanted the full experience, then you wouldn't just come in, explore the world, and attack. You would be doing much more, like building the relay stations, making sure that you're working at an efficient pace to not just worry about, oh, okay, I need this ore, I need this plant, I need this, so I got to build this, this, and this, but also keeping watch at your electrical gauge, because that's a thing too, and making sure to work your upgrades into the system, so that this way everything is a nice, cohesive being. And I love that. That's a lot of strategy. It might be too much, like it might sound like an undertaking, but when you're playing it, It all feels so fluid and it's easy to control. I don't feel very overwhelmed playing this game. Like maybe at first I thought, I don't know, in the tutorial I'm like, I don't know, they're gonna have building as well as battling. I don't know how well that's gonna work, because you never know, it could be clunky or whatever, but I did not find any issue with it. If anything, I thought it was very intuitive on how it all worked. So there's that. And with that, I don't want to spoil any more of this game. I want you to go play for yourselves and tell me what you think and add me on it because they have their own friends list, and I will level up my people more, and we can do raids. We can do some puzzles together because that's a thing. They have puzzles, and we can just wreck things. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all. And 1K gang, let's go. Get this game.